Hello, Disc Golf World. Welcome to your 2020 Mid-America Open in Columbia, Missouri. My name is Kevin Jones, and joining me today is Zach Johnson. Zach, how are you doing, man?
Doing great this morning, man. Thanks for having me in.
Yeah, actually, I'm super pumped to do some commentary with you. We're good buddies already, and I feel like we're going to vibe pretty good on this. And
Right. We're also actually both local to this course. One of the best courses in the world.
That's right. Both of us with some local experience out here on the beautiful Harmony Bends disc golf course, championship disc golf course, which has actually been rated #1 in the world on UDisc before.
Right. So today our card is going to feature Paul Ulibarri, Brian Earhart, Andrew Presnell, and myself, Zackeriath Johnson.
Nice. Looks like a really fun card, and this is going to be an interesting day because the night before, Harmony experienced a bunch of rain, and unfortunately, there are a couple holes where we're crossing a creek, and if it rains too much, then it becomes unplayable, and we're now playing a 14-hole layout instead, so it's shortened. We're going to have a couple signature holes actually not being played today, but don't worry, every hole out here at Harmony Bends is a signature hole. We're going to be starting on original hole 8, and it's going to be actually one of the more easy holes on the whole course. Really, you just need to shoot up the gap however you'd prefer, and you should be close to the bucket as long as you're controlling your line. Zach, what do you opt for here, forehand or backhand?
Yeah, typically I'll go with like an overstable sidearm here with a slight flex. To par, this hole did actually play easiest.
Okay, cool. So it is playing as the easiest hole right now. See how our card deals with it. We do have other competitors, actually the whole field, already out on the course right now. So we'll have updates like we saw Nico LaCastro at 5 under par, I think. That's a really solid score.
Right. Every hole out here is very hard.
For sure.
Yuli with a butter sidearm right off the bat. Absolutely perfect. Can't ask for anything better there.
Since 2011,
got that right. And one of the things about this hole is the green obviously severely slopes back towards us, but it also has a slight slope to the left. So Paul throwing that sidearm there is playing the grain of the hill and making sure his disc doesn't get out of control.
Correct, yeah. The sidearm play definitely threads against the hill a little better than the backhand would for a righty. As you're going to see, Brian here is a lefty. He's going to go sidearm.
Right, so with Brian going sidearm here, he needs to punch it a little harder. If he fades out like this, he'll find himself at circle's edge just like he did.
Very quickly, he can get away from you if you don't get it down.
Yeah, but our #1 goal here is to hit the gap.
Right.
3 weeks ago at Mother of the Valley, tied for second
You
place
see
here
our
last year from
local
Eureka,
announcer,
Missouri,
Mo
and
Lewis.
sponsored by Innova.
Nice.
Zackeriath
We're definitely
Johnson.
in some blues country right now. Go Blues. All right, and what disc do we have here?
I have a Glow Scott Withers Gator.
Gator. Okay, those Withers Gators are sick. They're very overstable.
Right.
Nice and a very nice utility disc.
And also back-to-back aces.
I just work it over just a little bit.
Yeah, man.
Got a little excited, you know. After the ace and skins yesterday, I wanted to prove that I could do it without bouncing off the tree, so I was like, I'm about to send this one right in.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome actually. If you haven't checked it out yet, guys, Zach Johnson hit an ace on this hole in the skins match. And he almost did it right there again, naturally.
Yeah, I got a lot of tree love on the first one, but
You know, that'll get you some skins, man.
Right. It was fun, for sure.
Now we have a backhand specialist, Andrew Presnell, also local to Missouri, so really popular kid around here.
Yeah, Andrew throws predominantly backhand. Great drive, bad little kick there, but still in great putt position.
Yes, that's what you want. So Brian with the longest putt of our card. He's gonna have some awkward footing here.
Yeah, they're going to come across this all day with angles on every green. Oh, sends it right into the chains. Great putt, Brian.
It's a nice start. Everybody is wanting to get this hole right now.
Right.
We're having less holes to score on, and this is going to be one of the easier ones on the course. We are needing this.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I am, man, and that's going to be a tough start.
Right.
That was really obstructed, but
Well, you know, I got a little carried away on my drive. Great putt there, Andrew.
looking
I was
for the
lucky to
ace
even
run.
be that close to the edge. You know, without the tree, I might have been pretty deep in there. So
Fair enough. You don't see people go too long on this hole
Right.
very often either. So
yeah, and I even slowed it down the day before I was throwing Firebird, and I was like, I'll just go Gator. And
really,
yeah,
man, you might need to go putter.
maybe.
So there we have it.
We got carded 3 birdies. I
Yep.
scored par on that last hole. Now we're moving on to hole 2. A really nice par 5 here, 684 foot. The drive is key here to placing into this area that you can see. From there, a lot of players will opt down the right tunnel that you can see here where it splits. You're going to land over here by this big hickory on the right typically, and then chip from there.
Yeah, well said, man. There's so many opportunities and possibilities to have on this hole, but number one, you got to get the drive over this ridge or over this ravine. Nobody needs to be down in the ravine. You need to hit the gap and cover at least 250, 300 feet on your drive if you want to score on this hole.
Right. This drive is definitely what makes this par 5.
So Yuli going, in my opinion, the slightly more aggressive route, but it's not surprising. This is how Yuli plays wooded courses like this.
He also likes that forward punch shot.
Yeah.
Slight turnover.
Yes, with a hyzer angle.
Mhm.
He threw a nuke there, I believe.
He did. He's been throwing that all day.
If I was a lefty, I would 1,000% be throwing this line.
Oh yeah.
There's a slight slope to the right that he landed in, and that's going to help his disc settle down in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, he's in perfect position. Both guys and throwing great drives here. Andrew going right up the gut. Also great drive. Turning over a little bit, leaking over into the trees. Makes for a tough second shot if you're over there.
It can. It can.
Yeah.
You can get pinched off. You can also have a clean line. We'll see what he's being dealt with.
So I decided to go aggressive and leaked it way early here.
So do you change up your play on this one every now and then?
Yeah, honestly, all 3 guys kind of piped it right up the middle, and I might have got a little anxious, and I decided to go up the gut instead of,
They made it look easy, huh?
yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to throw a sidearm turnover, and it leaks away from me, and great tree kick, honestly.
Sure.
I should have been way down into the shoal.
Oh, okay. So that's still a scoreable spot, I suppose. You could make something happen from there.
Yeah, these guys are playing it the way it should, though, right here.
Exactly. Yuli's playing this for a birdie and only a birdie. He doesn't have a chance to get an eagle there. I can't tell if he hit a tree, though.
I believe he caught late wood, maybe a little tight on his angle.
Let's see if Brian can show us what to do.
That butterfish. He also caught some
Yeah, those aren't ideal. That's for sure. They're going to have plenty of work left for their birdie.
Yeah, and as you can see, Andrew's got to contend with this tree here.
Yeah, and with being a backhand specialist, makes it a little extra hard.
Right. He laces the line, just pushes it a little too forward, and kind of catches those back trees there.
Yeah, and so none of our card mates right here are going to be peering that second shot.
As you,
They're going to be dealing with it right now. Yuli with an incredibly touchy shot. Wow, inside the circle from
Dude.
there. So well played.
that was a ringer for those of you wondering. Ryan with that awkward patent pending style stance.
The green severely slopes down to
Yeah.
the right there, so any bad angle at all is going to get
Yeah.
multiplied.
Or anything that comes in too fast, it just doesn't have a chance.
Exactly.
I had a little out there.
So just outside the circle for birdie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was pretty fortunate to throw a couple bad shots and still have a look at a birdie, to be honest. I was standing over Andrew's shoulder on this shot, and I was very impressed. Great angle, hard backhand angle.
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Leaked a little long on him there. Kind of
Mhm.
made it to where he didn't have too much of a putt, but I thought the shot was pretty great.
For sure, I agree. Okay, Brian with no other option than a Scooby putt.
Channeling his inner Brody Smith.
That's right, man.
Yeah, as you can see, Andrew's kind of pinched back there.
Yeah, is he on his knee?
Yeah, I think he's stretched out on a knee and everything.
Man, good luck on a knee from that far downhill. That's hard. You gonna be jumping this one?
With the downhill, I typically don't jump, but I sure wish I would have after hitting the cage.
It's intimidating with that.
It is,
with those
man.
rocks. I mean, crap. You could go to 60 feet.
Yuli making it
nothing.
look easy here, just slicing and dicing that par 5. Nice birdie.
Yeah, his inside the circle putt looked really good right there.
Honestly, I probably didn't make that putt because I felt like I didn't deserve it, Kevin.
Yeah, I hear you.
You
man.
know,
I
sometimes
hear
when you step up to a putt and you're like, wow, how am I even here? It's like I didn't really focus in. I was just kind of happy to even be having a look.
Yep. Next time you're gonna capitalize though.
Absolutely. So checking in here on the leaderboard, we have KJ at neg 4 through 4, Jake at neg 4 through 8, some hot rounds already. And Paul Ulibarri at 2 down through 2, George Smith at 3 down through 3.
Nice. Cool. I love the little updates right there. GK Pro will be showing leaderboards just like that whenever there's no other live coverage at the event, trying to cover it. So, not trying to spoil anything for you guys. Let's talk about hole 10 at Harmony Bends, the first hole in the back nine. Come on, this is one of the most beautiful looks that you'll ever have when you're just sitting in a fairway. It's unbelievable. Just soak it in right now. It's gonna take 3 really well played shots if you're trying to get a birdie 4 on this hole. Eagle is almost out of the question unless you throw a miracle roller.
Right. So birdies is very hard to achieve. You got to cover a lot of distance, and you have to be specific with where you land on your second shot.
Exactly.
But hitting the fairway on the first shot's where it all starts.
So we have 2 options off the tee. Yuli going in the middle gap. He just contended with a bunch of leaves and branches right there, but got out clean.
Yeah.
And still has a clean run up. I don't know if you saw it.
No, yeah. So from the box, none of us could see where it went. We saw it hit those limbs, and it disappeared behind the limb the entire time.
Oh, I see.
And we never saw it hit the tree or fall, and we were like, where the heck did it go?
You're like, that could be 50 feet in front of that tree, or that could be anywhere.
So Brian's going to take the lefty gap out here.
Yeah, I mean, now that they've cleared a branch out of that high gap, I don't consider many other options. Brian can almost...
Is that what you're doing with the sidearm there, Kevin?
For sure.
Okay.
Exactly what Brian did there. He set up right in the middle. He's going to have a full run up.
Yep.
And he's a lefty, so he'll actually have some room to flex something up there. Righties would need to throw a hyzer flip.
So if it's not too windy, I actually really like busting that high turnover, massive flex over everything. It's a very risky shot, but it's a risk-reward style.
Personally, I just don't like looking for my disc.
Hey, I hear you.
But they've done an incredible job at cleaning out all this course, making it really easy to find your disc if you're going off in the woods. All that tall grass has been cut. So you're going to be leaking off to the right here. But
good tree.
That's a good tree.
Right.
And are you afraid of leaking it off too much in there, really?
No, because I can throw another sidearm out there usually. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I typically want to be in the middle, but as long as I'm near the edge. Yeah, Andrew's throwing a great second shot. So that's the key there, is beating that set of trees that he just went around is going to set you up for attack position. If you don't really beat those, you're really working hard for a scramble.
100%.
I'm just trimming up the course a little bit with my shot.
And you beat those trees too big
Yes.
time.
Yes. I'm in a great position. I'm happy with that for sure.
Yeah, that's an awesome shot. And I love the way that you played your tee shot, not being afraid of this over here.
Yeah.
That's the miss for a forehand specialist.
Yuli's going to lay down a beautiful roller here.
The angle's just perfect.
Yes.
Thick grass catching it just a little bit, but no problem.
If I'm not mistaken, I think he was calling that disc swampy because of the color.
It is a swampy color.
But it's an old beat-up ESP Force or something like that, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Brian's going to opt for the roller as well here to try to beat these trees.
Oh, not quite enough angle.
Yeah, just a little too much angle on it. It's going to end up cutting out on him into the shoal here.
Okay, tricky from there.
Yeah, especially for a lefty.
Mm-hmm.
He will have the reach-out sidearm, I believe.
That's what he'll be opting for, I would bet.
So Andrew's going to have about 300, maybe just a little under that to the pin.
He's got a zone in his hand.
Yeah.
Missed that.
Yep.
Oh, he knows it. That's
Yeah.
the only tree that he's got to beat.
He knows. He was frustrated. All he wanted was a look. So I'm pulling out the gator here.
There, that's going to be around it.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Yep. I was just hoping to get on the green, try to get a putt in here, and move on.
For sure. If you hit that gap, it filters nicely to the hole.
Yes. Ryan's gonna opt for the sidearm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's
tree
still
help.
gonna be in a jump putt range or some kind of look, I would imagine.
Yeah, that is makeable from there. This is Uli for his third shot with a ringer.
It's a nice little draw on it.
Yes, and he's going to be dropping in a birdie,
Yes.
3 for 3.
Yeah, man, he's starting out hot. I was watching him. I was like, Yuli came to play. He's looking good. He's wanting to take this down.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's fun to watch. Andrew just giving a bid there.
Good bid from Prezi. Really frustrating though,
Yeah.
because he was in the spot that we would lay our disc down for
our
that
approach.
last shot.
Yeah. Which that's the hard part, is getting there for sure.
It is. Let's see how your putt's feeling today, Zach. It's about 20 feet, maybe.
Yeah. Feels about like 40.
Cool, man. Well, you couldn't have put it in the more center of the pole right there.
Right.
That'll raise some confidence for you.
Definitely happy to get that back there. Getting under par, getting the wheels turning.
Nice.
Yeah, so I felt like I wasn't really connecting with my drives there on the first couple holes and was struggling. So you're going to see Brian and Andrew both tap in their pars there. Nothing wrong with par. You definitely
Yeah.
don't want to bogey that hole, but
Right. Exactly. You're either getting a par or birdie or a bogey for the most part.
all right. So our fourth hole here is going to be hole 11. It's 703 foot, par 4. It is very hard, very challenging, and really what's key here is the drive. You got to get the drive out there a pretty good distance so you can get a shot down those tunnels.
Yeah, now that they have this hole in the gold position, right where it's flying up to right now, you have to cover so much distance off the tee in order to make your second shot manageable.
Oh, after an early start, Yuli's leaking one out early.
Okay. That's going to be some trouble to be dealt with right there.
Yeah, and it's sloppy over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it will
It's
be.
kind of swampy. Yeah, he was trying to decide if he wanted to go outside or inside. And
What disc do we have here?
I have a destroyer with my ZJ chain grenade stamp on it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I finally connected on a shot and got some bad
Yeah.
tree kicks. But, after the good early tree kicks, I wasn't too mad about it. I was
Sure.
happy to get connection with the shot,
Nice. Yeah. Sometimes when you're over on that right side too, you can have a nice power sidearm from
Right.
there. Hopefully you'll have something like that.
Ryan throwing a nice sidearm. Catches a tree late there, too.
That's going to be a crucial tree as
Right.
well.
I think that kind of kept him out of scoring position, honestly. If he misses that and filters out a little more into the fairway, he's in a real good position.
Way more doable, huh?
Yeah. He's kind of pinched under that tree. Andrew beats the trees.
Yeah, and that's
Woo.
good.
Oh, and a tree kick.
Ooh, though.
Wet feet. It is casual water.
It is casual,
So,
but still he's going to have to back up a
so
30
this is
feet or
Julie.
so.
He's just going to try to throw a roller here. Oh, no. He catches.
Not going to happen today, guys.
Right.
There will not be rollers going
So-
down this fairway.
You can see his disc floating up in front of him. It's casual.
Uh-oh. Okay, there's OB over there. Big mistake from Uli right there. Golly.
Yeah, and that OB was actually added the day before because of the creek coming up became a safety issue. So I was way out
No.
of position. Yeah, dude, I don't know what I was doing there.
What are we doing?
I was so out of position and all the trees were so staggered. I was like, if I could just get back into the fairway and have a chip shot for par, I'll be stoked.
Man, okay, this is crazy right now watching this hole. So just to make you guys understand a little bit, they're practically throwing on ice right now. Like there's no plant to be had at all.
Right. This is definitely the sloppiest hole in the course. And Andrew laces a gorgeous turnover on a Buzz SS right there, right up to outside the circle. So this is where my beautiful roller ended up.
Needs to push
Needs to sit.
and sit, and it does.
Bro, the course was loving me those first couple holes.
Nice. This hole, it has so much teeth to it.
Yeah, I didn't realize it because usually I get a pretty good drive on it, but that kicked me into pretty much no second shot.
Yeah. It's a
Brian
good,
throwing a nice up shot there.
yes.
So Yuli's forced, he's out of bounds here. He's forced to throw back over the out of bounds, through the trees, laces it, scoots just outside the
to
circle.
long.
I'm gonna have a talk with you.
Dude, such a stressful upshot though. I mean, if he
For
misses that and
sure.
drops straight back out of bounds again,
Yeah.
Andrew with the connection on the long birdie putt.
That's nice. Getting a birdie on this hole is really satisfying.
Amazing, yeah. Great birdie there, Andrew. Yuli looking to drop this putt, just get off this hole. Banger. Oh, rude.
That was rude.
So I was actually inbound here.
Just slightly uncommitted, I suppose.
100%, man. I just
Yeah.
wasn't feeling it. You know, like I said on that one putt, it felt like 40 foot and it was only 20, and
Yep.
that's exactly how they all felt.
Well, the positive thing is when you're hitting the cage like that,
Right.
usually it's one of
Just
the more
commitment.
simple fixes.
Yeah. Oh, definitely commitment issues. Just right speed, right angle, right everything.
That hurts for Yuli right there. Giving up his 3 birdies.
I practice a lot. It's a vice. An escape from stress, from work. It's my chance to just get away during the week. It's like meeting up with an old friend, you know? I'll never get tired of that sound.
Today, we'll be talking about the Nuke. The Nuke is a wide-rimmed, fast, maximum distance driver. When throwing on a wide-open course with the Nuke, I'm using it to unleash maximum backhand distance potential. Due to its slim profile and wide rim, the Nuke also fits really well in the hand when throwing sidearms. If I'm looking to throw down some boom sauce, I'm going with the Nuke. You can pick one up at DISCRAFT.com or your local disc golf retailer.
Hey everybody, I'm Paige Pierce, and today I'm going to talk to you about my 2020 Tour Series disc, the Buzz. What I love about this disc is its versatility. It's almost as far as a fairway driver, but it's so straight like a mid-range. The Buzz is a staple in my bag. I think this mold is perfect for anybody. With its slow speed and its controllable flight, it's good for all skill levels, and anybody would benefit from having a Buzz in their bag.
All right, here we are, guys. Original hole 12. It's going to be our 5th hole of the day, 364 feet.
Absolute gauntlet out of the mouth. You have to hit the tunnel.
Yeah.
There's nothing else. You're looking at the tunnel, you hit the tunnel.
Yeah. So I suppose there would be some people that maybe sacrifice their birdie looks for just
Making sure they get it.
making sure they get out the gap.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, it's just right there. It shapes best for a backhand, but
Yeah.
I'm opting for a forehand.
Yeah, same. I'm just trying to get out. Sometimes I'll leak to like 45, 40 right. I'll take it.
Yeah, I would love that.
So Andrew's lacing the line just a little low, hitting that first mound there of the short placement. And he's going to be left with a look.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Absolutely. Height is going to be key on this hole for multiple reasons. First of all, you're not going to get any skip. Second of all, there is a ceiling.
Brian raising his sidearm up in the air.
Yeah.
Not happy with that, but
More often than not, tree kicks usually end up in a manageable spot.
on this hole for sure.
But when they don't, they don't.
Yeah, it's a jungle over to the left. I mean, absolute pinball. Right where I'm going.
Yep.
And I got the key.
That's a
kick
good
back out in the
kick.
middle.
You have a new par 3 for yourself with
Right.
probably no run up.
Right. Yuli opting for that nuke again.
It's crazy. It's so signature of Yuli to just blast a nuke on a line like this. It looks so good. Get in the hole.
Woo!
Straight in the bucket if it doesn't end up stupid little lane.
sliding right by the chains there. He's definitely going to be left with the birdie look.
Yeah, that is how
Go
you
along.
answer, ladies and gentlemen, on a triple bogey.
Coming right back with a great drive. Brian throwing a buzz flick. Left with kind of a tester there for par, you know? I mean, it's not an
Definitely.
easy putt. 35, 30.
There's that torque-resistant gator.
Oh, yeah. Like to put it on a little Annie and let her go. I was definitely okay with that.
This is a nice spot from Prezi.
Just going to leave it a little right.
And yeah, you are right about this. 35 feet. And he cashes
Yes,
it with the
sir.
purple banger.
Yes, sir, Brian. Great scramble there. Way to stay with it. Sending it home. Yuli's about edge of the circle as well. Maybe just outside, actually.
Probably just inside if he's not jumping.
Yeah, you think he jumps just outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has been recently, I think. Nice little scary
Yes.
pole action, but don't even worry.
Nope.
What are you listening to, Zach?
I listen to a little bit of everything, honestly. I don't specifically have anything I listen to.
Yeah. I definitely have like different playlists for
Right.
my moods, you know.
I try not to listen to too much stuff with words so I don't get too distracted. Mostly musical or instrumental or, dub or something like that.
Yeah, I
but-
mean, we could get
For sure.
along.
Oh,
We
yeah,
could get along.
definitely. Too many words, you get kind of distracted singing along
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But quick check-in on the leaderboard. Jake, neg 5 through 11.
Nice. Jake moving up
Yeah.
more. I'm staying stagnant, a couple pars, and George getting another birdie as well.
Right.
Looks like 3 down, 4 down is going to be where a bunch of players are going to find themselves.
I mean, the course is tough. The birdies are hard to get, and, bogeys, you can come by them off a bad kick here and there.
Yeah, all day.
So our hole 6 and our original hole 13, one of my favorite holes on the course. It's a really, really hard par 4 because of where you have to land. You have to be in this specific circle right about here, yes, to have an angle or a shot to even get to the basket. And on top of that, there's OB now added across this ridgeline on the left that you will not see in this drone footage, but there's OB across that ridgeline.
Within 12 feet of the
12
pole.
feet. Super demanding hole. Super fun drive. Nothing but all air. You got the tree leaning over in the background.
It is. It is it is the most open hole on the course, actually.
Yeah, without a doubt. So Andrew's going to turn his over way more than you're looking for off the box here.
Right, and what he's doing is he's cutting his angle off there. There's a mando tree that we have to wrap around, and if he turned it over even more, he would be way out of position for the
Right.
mando, possibly missing it.
Right.
In my opinion, Zach, this is the hardest hole in the course
You think so?
as far as getting a birdie.
Scoring-wise,
As far
yeah.
as getting a birdie,
I would
executing a
actually agree
birdie.
with that. I'd say between this and 2, but I think this is,
Right,
yeah.
right. 2's right there with it.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
But for the round that we're seeing today, this hole is a stress ball.
I agree, man. Especially that second shot. I mean, if you're attacking the second shot, it is an extremely hard hole.
Extremely. Okay, get turned. Now get down. Okay, that's
Yeah.
actually a decent spot. So,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, fading out left like that is giving him a much better angle at the bucket. I'm not sure if he's at an attackable angle, but he could zip something up there to circle 2.
So ideally, I'd like to be about 20 foot more right than
Mm.
where I was, probably. But still in a good position to attack the green.
If I'm not mistaken, Yuli's drive right there, the line was good, the angle was good, but the distance is going to hurt, I think. Couldn't tell, but he could be cut off from the desired angle.
So you can see this tree is just so demanding, weirdly. It just makes this shot so hard.
Big flare. Nothing doing. He hit the gap, though.
Yeah, I mean, really, he's just probably playing for par at this point in time. I don't think he's really going to attack the green too much from there.
I think if it was a perfect shot, he might had a putt, but yeah, that's too much to expect.
So I throw putter turnover right through the leaned over
Whoa.
tree. Yeah, just a little low. I was just more or less worried about hitting the gap than anything, but
For sure. How far out are you going to be there?
So originally when I threw it, I thought I was going to be edge of the circle. I got
That's-
up there and I was about 55, so I didn't even think about it. I kind of just,
Okay.
chipped it up. And,
Okay.
Yeah. Brian with a gorgeous little turnover.
Going
But
for the sidearm approach with a maybe mid-range putter.
I actually don't know what that is, to be honest.
I couldn't tell you, but it's just crazy how he opts for a sidearm there.
Andrew going sidearm.
Prezi as
Ooh.
well.
That's probably a good tree. It looked like it was going to go long out of bounds, honestly.
Very possibly a good tree.
Right. He's kind of forcing the sidearm. Andrew doesn't really throw sidearm unless he has to, so.
It's good to see, though, he has been working on his sidearm, and it's going to
Right.
be a weapon in the future.
Absolutely. Every offseason he tells me about how he plays all these sidearm-only rounds, and it's coming along, and
Ladies
it's only
and
a matter of
gentlemen,
time.
that's what you got to do, guys. Add shots if you want to get better. It's the easiest way to get better at this game.
Right. I mean, for me, I was actually predominant sidearm, and I got tired of getting beat on backhand holes, so I had to learn how to backhand.
Nice, yeah. Me too. Me too. When I
Yeah,
started playing,
exactly.
Same thing.
So par here is not going to hurt you at all. I mean,
No, sir.
I feel like par is actually a very good score. It can easily be worse than par. Birdie, you're definitely gaining strokes on 90% of the field, I would say.
When I looked at this hole right before I played it, there were only 2 birdies on the hole, and that kind of
Right.
made me decide, all right, I'm just going to take it easy here.
Right.
All right, hole 7 for today is original hole 14. This, when it's in the blue position, which I suppose is the, quote, normal position, is a pretty relatively easy birdie, but they shifted the pin by, I'm telling you, 25 feet. That's all, and that did it, guys. Totally changed the hole.
Right. 25 foot more right. Makes it way harder to get over there. The grass is not very skippy out there either, so you're not going to get too much ground play usually.
The way the tree's set up, they leave 3 lines, with Brian actually taking the widest of the line, which
Yes.
I can't agree with.
You think he should take that inside tight line?
Yeah, with the way that the ground is so muddy, like
Yeah.
that skip that he got there, I can't even believe he got that.
Right.
But it's so hard to catch the flare that you need going outside like that. What do you got here? Is this really overstable?
Yeah, super overstable destroyer. I'm going inside line, Yankee poo.
Yankee poo. Man, I did the same thing, Zach.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I promise that's the play though, guys.
Yeah, oh yeah. You take an overstable disc on that inside line with a flex,
And just
it skips
smack
right up
it.
to it. Yep. Yuli's gonna go for the higher.
Looks
Trying
like
to
he
see
was
if you saw it.
throwing a less stable
Yeah.
disc, so he needs
He
that
kind of
airtime.
feathered it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, just spank the low shot on that, and that's where it's at.
Roller, I feel you. Probably not going to work today,
Right.
though. There's a bunch of water out there. I saw a couple
I was
card
kinda-
mates of mine do that.
I was kind of surprised he didn't go that inside right gap as a righty backhander, but I'm just looking to chip up here and not have to putt.
Yeah, I would say it maybe depends on how you're feeling. If you're feeling some fear and you're wanting just like an easy par, then yeah, maybe go that roller.
Right,
But if you're trying to score on this hole, you need to attack it.
right. So Andrew forced to sidearm again.
Interesting, but it's looking clean, man.
Right,
This
you
is
do-
something we haven't seen in the past.
Right, great sidearm from Andrew there.
That saves more strokes than you can imagine.
Right, I mean, if you don't have that shot, that up shot's way harder.
Yeah.
Oh, half an inch low. Brian started running it down too. Good look though.
He liked it.
He did. He did.
Brian with 1 birdie and all pars, playing really, really slow, solid golf right now. Uli from inside the circle. Yes.
Kansas.
His putt from inside the circle is one of my favorites to watch on tour. Just how he drops it in the bucket. It's something that you could all learn from.
You're talking about this new Heiser style putt, not his Anheuser old style putt, are you?
No, yeah, I'm definitely referring to his current inside the circle,
Okay, yeah.
soft,
Yep, I love it too.
uses a bunch of his body.
Yeah, look at it. Always on a straight line.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice save there, Yuli. We'll check in on the leaderboard. Who's that? KJ,
Hey.
USA. On top, 7 through 11, coming out
Nice.
hot. Got some locals, Peter and Logan, Derek Green, Chris Clemens, all hovering around 3 and 2. And then we have our current check-in on our leaderboard.
I believe this is going to cover our first half of coverage as well. That might have been 7 holes. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us for our front 7. Really hope you guys join us for the back 7 of this first round of the Mid-America Open in Columbia, Missouri. Zach, thanks a lot for joining me. This was a lot of fun. And we will catch you guys on the back 7.